Hey guys, Rom Gurji here, and today we are going to have a look at all the things that are problematic with IQ 3 and have they been fixed. So let's dive right into it. So guys, a lot of you asked me a few queries on my videos. Most of them related to a few things or reviews that they saw on Flipkart and some other doubts and questions. So I'll be clearing out all these doubts and queries in one go in this one video, alright? So the first one is about the network issues on iQOO 3, alright? So the network on iQOO 3 has been fixed by the company. It had an issue earlier, but it does not have that issue anymore. As soon as you open the box, you'll receive an update which improves the network optimization. Why did this occur? It was because of a simple thing. The new X55 modem for 4G has a Cat26 LTE, right? So not many of the Indian operators support it, so the optimization for the phone's modem has to be done per country wise, right? And maybe that optimization wasn't done correctly, but now it's working. There is no issues. I'm not just saying this because I received an update. I had a OnePlus 60 and it is a very well performing phone. As you know, it was phone of the year when it came out. It's an amazing phone. The only issue was in this room there is no 4G connectivity, right? And somehow Wi-Fi calling was also very spotty on my 60. Here what happens is, even though there is no 4G connectivity, iQOO 3 connects to a 2G networks to relay my SMSs to me. So I get SMSs and call even in this room without Wi-Fi sometimes. If I have Wi-Fi, it switches to Wi-Fi calling. So it is really great. I have no issues as far as the network of the iQOO 3 goes. Next is whether there are ads, alright? So there are no ads on iQOO 3, alright, and the hot apps and games that you see on your home screen can be shut off very easily. All you have to do is you have to go to this V App Store, right? As soon as you click on V App Store, ensure you untick this home screen folder for popular apps. As soon as you do this, those folders will disappear, alright? But then you go to settings, right? In settings, all you have to do is when you go to settings, you'll see the on bottom hot apps and games on home screen. All you have to do is turn off that toggle and there will be no hot apps and games on your home screen, that folder. And moreover, all the bloatware that's already included can be deleted except for the system apps, but obviously, right? Next is the heating issues. So if you're gaming on a 865 chip running the fastest RAM and fastest storage, it is bound to heat up, okay? Heating up is not something that does not happen. This phone charges at 55 watt. That amount of electricity goes into my laptop. So in that scenario, yes, the phone will heat up while charging or while gaming, and every phone does. Even OnePlus 8 does it. Other phones do too. It has a graphite cooling chamber. All you have to do is see, if you've just charged the phone, it will be warm for some time, or if you've just gamed, it will be warm for some time. But if you want to speed up this process, all you have to do is you have to go to the iManager app. So the iManager app is like a one-stop management app for iQOO UI. Then you have to go to the phone cooling section, right? As soon as you go to phone cooling section, it will check your phone's temperature, right? And when it sees the phone's temperature, it sees all the things that might be causing the heating, and once you press one touch cooling, it'll start cooling. Then it will tell you to wait for 60 seconds. And I will be very honest, this is not a gimmick. This actually works. In 60 seconds your phone feels much more cooler, right? So this is a great thing and you will really enjoy this. So don't worry, this will improve your experience. The iManager app itself is really good, but the fact that this has a app that cools your phone in 60 seconds is really something that's very cool. Okay, now the third thing is about the battery, SOT, etc, right? So the battery on iQOO 3 is 4400 milliamp hours and it is brilliant. You can go a whole day without charging, and when you have to charge, it charges in 0 to 100 in what, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and 0 to 15 minutes. So it is really fast while charging, and it discharges pretty slowly, right? So I'm going to show you my history, right? So I am not sure if you're able to see. I'm going to zoom in a little on this one, right? So as you can see, my battery stats, 8 to 80% took 30 minutes for me, all right, and the battery drop for 75% to 8% took 14 hours and 58 minutes for me. So nearly 15 hours it took for my battery to go 75 to 8%, right? So it's running absolutely well. The charging speeds are crazy. So yeah, if you're looking at a good battery phone, this one is it, right? Okay, this has a really great battery, guys, so do look at this if you're looking for a battery beast. I'll really love it. Next we come to AI buttons. So you can remap the AI buttons. There is an app for it. I have already made a video on it. Do go and see. The camera quality is really great, but it still needs software optimization. Now we'll come to the software. Okay, so I'll be honest with you, when OnePlus first came out with their Oxygen OS, it was bad. Okay, it needed a lot of improvement. As you can see, this one has already improved on the shortcomings of Vivo's FunTouch OS. The speed is really good, everything works, it has all the necessary settings. As you can see, wake up screen reminder and all, it has all the settings that you need, right? But the issue is that a lot of people expect a lot from a flagship phone, but you must understand, and they're always comparing it with Oxygen OS. When Oxygen OS first came out, it needed so much improvement. It was bad, it became unusable. But with time, within a year, Oxygen OS was improved to another degree. You also have to give iQOO time to improve their OS, right? And they will. So as soon as they heard about network optimization, they fixed it up, they sent an update. The company is just starting out in India and they are ready to improve, right? So you have to give that little chance that they improve, right? Because Oxygen OS did not become the Oxygen OS in a day. It took time to improve. Similarly, even iQOO has come out with their own with their own community forum. It's starting soon, so they're going to take advice from community too, right? So this is a great phone, guys. If you're going for it, I hope this video helps you, and if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe, guys. It would really mean a lot. That's all for the video today. We're going to have a iQOO UI versus MI UI video very soon, so stay tuned. Thank you, guys.